So here's a little truth that nobody tells you. You don't become confident and then take action. You actually take action and that builds confidence. Once you know this, confidence stops feeling like something mysterious. It actually feels like something you can personally build into your life. So today I'm breaking down 3 simple ways that you can take to grow your confidence. And one of the most underrated ways is by using the confidence competence loop. And by using this, you can really level up your mindset. Number 1, keep the promises that you make to yourself. Confidence starts with self-trust. If you tell yourself that you're going to do something and you actually do it, you build internal credibility. But if you tell yourself you're going to do something and you don't do it, you actually erode your self-belief. So one way that you can implement this is by making small commitments to yourself that you'll keep every day. So for example, saying that you'll drink a glass of water first thing in the morning, or you'll read a page of your book, or you'll do a 5-minute tidy up before you leave for work. These are small commitments that you can make in your life, and when you start to complete these daily, you will start to level up your self-belief and self-confidence. These small wins really matter because as you build up a collection of small wins, your brain starts to believe that you actually follow through. And this proof that your brain stores builds your confidence. So step number 2 to increase self-confidence is understanding the competence confidence loop. So the loop works like this. You take action. This builds competence. This competence gives you more confidence. Then your confidence helps you take more action. So a personal story for me is I used to be so scared of speaking in public, and I did have to speak in public quite a lot over the past 20 odd years, but it never ever seemed to go away, and it was always lurking there like a scary monster in the background. Until one time I was in front of an audience of about 50 people and I made such a blunder that I felt so down on myself that I decided in that moment that this fear of public speaking would hold me back no longer. I joined Toastmasters, and the first time that I had to get up and speak in front of the small crowd of people, 10 people, it took me about 1 minute to actually calm myself down and lower my heart rate so that I was able to get my words out. However, now I've been a member of Toastmasters for over a year, and over that time I've worked on my competence and my confidence. And just last week I was able to go up and do an 8-minute talk in front of an audience of 20 people, and I felt hardly no nerves at all. In fact, I would say I felt more excitement. So this is how the competence confidence loop works in real life. When you take action, you build competence. That competence gives you some small wins, some small improvements, and that builds your self-confidence. So step number 3 to build your confidence is to take action before you're ready. So what do I mean by this? Your confidence will grow through motion, through action. Confidence is not something that you can just will into existence, that if you think long and hard about it and reflect deeply enough, that your confidence will just grow. You've actually got to start taking action, and the momentum will carry you forward, and help you grow your confidence. Confidence is not a skill that people are born with, although a lot of people think this. Confidence is a soft skill that anybody can learn, no matter what your background or your social status in life may be. People from all walks of life have been able to grow in confidence no matter what has happened to them in the past. So please don't think that because of your history that you will never be a confident person, because this is just not true. Another motto that I try to keep in mind is progress over perfection. Now, this is a fantastic motto to keep in mind because a lot of people who are low in self-confidence are also perfectionists. They want to be perfect at everything. They want to have a really high standard. And sometimes that's why they hold themselves back, because they don't feel like they can give the standard that other people expect. Another thing that can really help you is learning to stop focusing on what other people can do. Really just focus on yourself. Notice what you're good at and what you're working on improving, and really focus on 1% daily improvements. You're just improving yourself. You're not looking at anybody else in other lanes. You're working on yourself. So another personal experience of taking action before you're ready is with me starting this YouTube channel. One day when I was out for a walk, I just decided to press record and I started speaking into my phone and I posted it. And that was my start. I wasn't ready, but I took action anyway. And over the course of the last few months, I've been trying to get better at my YouTube skills. And I've learned so much. I've learned about editing, I've learned about scripting, I've learned about lighting and sound, and this has really helped me with my communication and confidence as well. Start before you're ready, take action, and the momentum will carry you forward in growing your confidence. So I hope you found that information helpful today, and I'll see you in the next one.